The Warriors are back. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Ashley Nicole Moss. And Ashley, when we say the Warriors are back, that means Steph is back at his best. He's getting MVP chance in opposing arenas, maybe the best show in the NBA. But is he currently the best player in the league? I said it was Kevin Durant before the season. I'm not going to change that based on one game. I think there's clearly been four guys at the top of the league this season: KD, Steph, Jokic, and Giannis. But the case I would make for Curry is we've seen the Warriors rebuild around him, and this would be the third iteration of that team that is great. There's the team that won 73 games and the title the year before that, obviously the KD Warriors. And now again, he's got a team looking like it could win 60 to 70 games with him as the center.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you with Kevin Durant. I've said that. I've said that last season. I'm going to stand by that as well. I think Steph Curry is the best shooter in the game, maybe of all time, or possibly of all time. Obviously, he still has a lot more basketball to play. But I think the interesting thing about Steph Curry is that he just seems to get better and better every season. And I agree with you. This is a guy who kind of has seen the trials and tribulations of the Warriors and has come out on the winning end once again thus far. Again, it's very early in the season, but the Warriors are scary. This is a team that's not even at full strength yet. Wait till Klay Thompson comes back. And obviously, two major injuries for him. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of a player he is when he gets back. Some guys are the same. Some guys change, and sometimes for the worse after injuries like that. But I think even if you get Klay Thompson back at 85%, 70%, 80%. This is a Warriors team that is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I called it earlier in the season. I said that the Warriors are the team to beat in the West. I said they may have the Lakers number when it comes down to it. And like I said, it's still early in the season, but so far, it looks like that premonition is going to come true. But as far as the best player in the NBA, I can't go ahead and give that crown to Steph because Kevin Durant is still actively playing.
Well, Draymond Green has been amazing defensively, and he deserves credit for that. The Warriors are the top defense in the NBA in large part because of that. But, I do think if you're making the argument for Steph, he's the common denominator in all these situations. And, it goes beyond being the best shooter. He's clearly the best shooter who ever lived. But oftentimes people will say that to almost like kind of put him in a box. This guy's a hell of a basketball player. He's a good defensive player. He knows where to be. He's got active hands on that end. He's a good rebounder for his size. He's a good finisher as a guard. He's unselfish, and he stays in constant motion. So he has the ball. He draws all this attention. He gets rid of it quickly, and then he keeps going. It's just hard to keep track of him all the time. And then you add in that super weapon, which is his shot. That's the case for him as the best player.
I think one thing about Steph that you can make this argument also is that he makes everybody around him better. And I think that's the testament to a true, best player, right? I think it really depends on not only your own stat line and your own accomplishments and your own accolades, but how you can affect the team around you. And I think that we're seeing this. I don't think anybody really had the Warriors on their radar. At least some people didn't have the Warriors on their radar going into the season. It's been Lakers this, Lakers that, Lakers this, Lakers that. But I think the Warriors are, they have this force around them that they're able to go ahead and block out that outside noise and just worry about the guys there. And I mean, you look at what happened with Wiggins so far. He is drastically better than he was last season. And you have to attribute that to Steph Curry. In his post-game interview, he says, look, I have conversations with Wiggins. I let him know that, listen, you belong in this league. You can play in this league. Just go out there and play your game. It's that type of leadership that I think is not only what makes the Warriors a really good team, but it's what makes Steph Curry a really good player. And if you want to go ahead and have that argument, is he the best? I wouldn't be mad if someone went ahead and said that he's the best player in this league. Although for me, it's Kevin Durant. I could definitely make the argument for Wardell Curry. And I think the Warriors have a lot of people shook right now. And I love it. I'm very nostalgic right now. It's a vibe of 2015 all over again.
Well, it was LeBron for a long time. We both made the case for KD, but it's up in the air, too, like I said, with guys like Curry and Jokic and Giannis fighting for that title. But, Curry, people question whether he could carry a team. He showed he can carry a franchise. And we're talking about not just, one of, if not the best player in the league right now, but an all-time great.